Greetings, and welcome back to another session of Builders Office Hours, where we showcase build, we troubleshoot, we debug, and we help builders with anything they might be struggling with. And yeah, as usual, I've got my two favorite builders here, um, and community, advocates who are constantly helping other people build and showcase and helping them, showcase their apps and so forth. I've got Lloyd and I've got Shabs. Let's start with you, Mr. Lloyd. How are you doing today? What's happening?
Hey guys, BM, hey Grace, hey McDonald, Shabs. I'm doing great, guys. Building as usual, but yeah, having a great day so far.
Nice. Shabs, how you doing, my guy?
Hey, what's up, guys? All is well. All is well. I got power back. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm happy
Yeah,
to be back online.
yeah. Super. And then we're joined by Mr. McDonald. Mr. McDonald's on the how you doing, my guy?
Good day, guys. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Busy building.
Nice.
Have new apps that I've started building with my team. Now we just have just small things that we need some assistant on. That's why I'm here today.
Okay.
And you, how
Nice.
are you
Okay,
on your side?
Nice.
I'm doing very well, guys. Always building, always learning new things. So yeah, just wish there were more hours in the day, man. To be able to split them accordingly. You just kind of feel like, especially at a time now when there's this new open close stuff, and we're all rushing to quickly learn as quickly as possible how to use it, and how to help other people who are trying to learn as well. So I kind of feel like I'm behind the curve, somewhere along the way, but I'm getting there. I'm trying my best. Okay,
Nice.
I'm going to play a quick disclaimer and then we're going to head straight into helping you, McDonald, with your issue you're facing. And then after that, we're going to go through the open close stuff. We'll quickly spin up a build and show people like, how to get started, how to learn, how to use it. I'll show you guys a quick setup I did using Emergent as well in terms of what it can do. And then we'll take it from there. All right, so disclaimer
Awesome.
coming up.
Today's conversation is for information and educational purposes only. It does not constitute financial, technical, or legal advice. The views expressed are our own and do not represent Base, Coinbase, or any affiliated platforms.
Right, we're back. Okay, so Mr. McDonald, do you want to share a screen and we head straight into what problem you're having? And yeah, maybe you can also tell us what you're building and then give us context and then, yeah, show us what you have and what challenges you're having.
Okay. What I'm building here it's a CRM system for companies that helps companies to track their record when it comes to their sales, who buys to them more, who uses their services more, and then also in that CRM system, I wanted to introduce coins that let me say your customers, you have your favorite customers each and every time when they are using your services, they are getting coins, they're getting points, and then also I wanted to integrate with the login using Base. The last time we did it, I think it was last year. I forgot the steps on integrating using Base, so now I'm stuck between those, and then I want to introduce the coin system into the app.
Okay. You can share
Okay,
your screen.
let
You
me
can
share
share your
my
screen
screen.
yeah, if you want us to have a look and then we see where you are. Where you building this on VS Code or
I'm building it
somewhere else?
on VS Code.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So have you deployed it yet or
Yeah, I did deploy it on Vercel. I did
Mhm.
deploy on Vercel.
Okay. All right. So far you haven't added the sign in with base, right? Is
Yes.
that what you want to do?
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
want
All
to
right.
do first.
Okay. So I think first things first, you just need to go to base.org. So you can just go to base.org, open a new tab over there.
Oh, let me just.
Yeah, just open a new tab and then go to base.org. Yeah. So it's already an existing app, right? So click on base build, and then click on mini apps. Well, is it, do you want it to be a mini app, or like where are
I
people
want
going to
to.
use this? Are they going to use it on their phones, or they're not going to use it in the base app, are they? It's just going to be like what? Like a standalone app,
For
like a web app?
now, I wanna use it on base so that I can build traction on it for it, and then get people to use it on base app, and then I can move from the base app to the standalone app.
Oh, okay. All right. Then click on mini apps on the left there. Click on start building. On start building bottom right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then since it's already an existing app, we'll use this migrate existing app, right? So you
Okay.
basically have to run through this. So you start by copying this, number one there. So you add the mini app SDK and then you follow through with the rest, right?
Okay.
So it's just the same process. So you go and paste that in your VS
In
Code.
my VS Code terminal.
Yeah. So maybe use the thingy. Do you have any credits there with your AI? What AI agent that have you got on your right there?
I'm using Gemini Code Assist.
Gemini what? Is it Gemini what? 3? What is it?
It's 3 Pro.
Okay. Do you have Claude? Do you have Claude there? Claude 4.5?
Claude. On
No,
Claude, I
check there.
think
No,
Check there where you have Gemini.
I'm not
Check in
Gemini.
that. Yeah, check in that list. There should be a list of AI agents there.
No, we don't have
Um,
Claude. It doesn't have Claude, this one.
okay, so how did you get this Gemini Pro like onto this? Is it like
It's an extension.
or you're using an extension?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't have GitHub Copilot Pro?
That one I'm out of credits.
Yeah, you can set up another one, right?
I tried,
And
but
just create another
problems.
email, create another virtual card, you know. But anyway,
I needed some assist on that regarding the. Where are you?
okay.
I think
All
you're the
right, but
one
you should be able to work with Gemini Pro.
with Gemini Pro.
Um, yeah, in my experience, I found it. Gemini does not, I don't know, compared to Claude 4.5. I think Claude 4.5 kind of it's quicker in my experience. I
That's
was
what I
trying to
saw
build
on
on
my side
Gravity.
also.
Sorry?
It's what I saw on my side. Gemini, it's a bit slow, and Claude, it's
Mm,
faster.
yeah. So, but I mean, look, it's just back to the basics, right? Where you just pasting this and then you just follow through those steps. But you are better off trying to vibe code this with 4.5. So I would suggest for this thing to work properly for you and for you to really get a nice build, I would suggest you go and like sign up to create I don't know if you have another email address, Gmail address you haven't used, but use it to create a GitHub Copilot Pro account, right? And then you can come and log in on the left here. You see on the bottom left, you know where you log in, right? Bottom left,
Yeah.
right at the left, yeah, just that icon there. Sorry, the one just above that. Yeah, you see there, that's your login right now. So what you need to do is when you've created another account, you can
Mhm.
log out, then you can come back and log back in.
Let me try that now, because I think I've used my other email there.
Yeah.
Login
But
to.
it's gonna take a while. So it's not something I want us to do on the live stream to deal with the things like signing up to GitHub. You understand?
Yeah.
So, but in terms of assisting you, right? The base.org documents, go back to those base.org documents, that website. Yeah.
Okay.
Where is the base.org?
Here's there. Here's it.
Yeah, so you're just gonna follow this process. It's just copying and pasting all these from number one, and then number two, you just copy that instructions, you click on the React. So on all of them, make sure you click on React and not Vanilla JS, okay? Then you
Okay.
just, yeah. So you copy that, like from number two, trigger app display, you copy that and the wording on top, you paste it in your terminal and include what's the stuff under the React, and then the code. You paste all of that and you run, and then you come now host the manifest. So it's a process of doing all those processes. And, you know, if you also go and check out the previous live streams we took people step by step. I think the previous last three, okay, the one office hours, and I think, yeah, it was probably two. It was the last, not this one, but the week before. We did this in the office hours. So we've been doing a lot of these in our past live streams. You
Yeah, I
just
think
follow
I
this
saw
process
on
step by step.
Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. On Tuesday,
Yeah.
you're busy
So
with this.
yeah, so that's the part that deals with you converting this into like a mini app, right? Um, Now the question is, where did you start building your app? So I'm trying to understand, is your app a Next.js app? Is it a Vite app? Like, where did you initially build it?
I
Did you
built it
build it
on
like,
Lovable. I started it on Lovable.
ah,
Yeah.
okay. So now you have to go to your terminal. Actually, this is what you're supposed to do before we copied that, the mini app SDK. You're supposed to tell your Lovable in there, in VS Code.
In VS
Sorry, not your
Code. Yeah.
Lovable, your VS Code. Yeah, you're supposed to tell it to convert the app from a sorry, my charger has come off. Sorry guys. Apologies. Okay, here we go. So you're supposed to convert it from a Vite app into a Next.js app first. You see? So before you install that, it might have installed already, but you can still say convert this from a Vite app, which is VITE, to a
I need
Next.js
to
app.
tell my AI.
Yeah, tell your AI to do it. Say convert
Convert.
this app from Vite, which is VITE, to Next.js app. And then you run that, right?
From Vite to
No, Next.js.
Node.js
Just say Next.js,
or
next,
Next
Next. Yeah,
.js or just JS.
Next.js. Yeah, either way,
Yeah.
it will figure
Okay.
it out. Yeah,
Convert this app from
app.
Vite. Okay.
Yeah. So then it's going to take some time, and then you come back, and then you do that npx install again, right? From point
Okay.
number one on the base documentation. Okay, so that's the first part. Um, then after that is just configuring the rest of it, so like your manifest and all that, so your app can appear in the base app, right? That's going to take you a
Yes.
bit of time, this process, okay? And then there was two parts to your question. The first one was how do you convert your app into a base mini app, and
Yes.
like add base account and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yes.
So
That's true.
adding this SDK should be able to add all those things. But then I think you might manually go and tell it add sign in with base, okay?
Okay.
Um, then it should be able to, if it's not doing it properly, you can go back to base.org and just go to base.org, that website you're looking at, and then click on, no, go back to where you were, the one that was open.
This one.
Yeah, that tab. At the top, on the search, yeah,
Yes.
click base account. Search for base account. Base account. BASE.
Base account.
Account. Yeah. And then click base account overview there. Right.
Okay.
Then just scroll down. So this is the documentation for adding base account, right? So scroll down and click at the bottom, click get started or something. Wait. Or click start here. Yeah, or quick start.
There's quick start.
Yeah. Yeah. So what you could do is like literally just copy either the URL at the top or just copy this page, or you could scroll down and just like copy the different pieces of code to add. The easiest
it's giving me an option to copy the whole page.
Yeah, so you could do that, and then you go and paste in your terminal when you want to add the base account. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then and then what else did you need?
Adding crypto in it so that the customers and I as the business owner, so that we can pay each other using crypto.
Okay, so now you'll need to create you'll create a token, right?
I'm sorry, McDonald, do you mean paying each other just using USDC or using USDC, Ethereum, and everything else on Base?
Yeah, I was thinking of Base, paying with Base. Because I've seen there was one site where I wanted to pay for the premium of one AI, and it was able to give me the payment to pay using Base. So I wanted to use that also, so that if any customer wants to pay, they can pay using Base.
Okay, then you can use Base Pay for that. So Google can show you how to just integrate Base Pay.
Okay. All right. So once again, you just search Base Pay in your search field over there. You could search over there, Base Pay.
There's something that I see here on my left, which is accept payment. So I don't know if I'll be using that one.
Yeah, click there. That should be the same one.
Why Base Pay? Yeah, I think it's the one.
Yeah.
Then you do the same. Scroll down and see if they have all the instructions. Then you can copy the page and paste it in your terminal and tell it to add Base Pay. Yeah, then it's got everything.
Yeah, and when adding Base Pay, make sure when you add it to your app, you tell your AI to change it from testnet to mainnet. So by default, it's on testnet. So make sure it's on mainnet. So when you add your code, just tell it change to main or use mainnet. Then that will work. And then another thing is you can also add your address, your wallet address that you want to be using to receive your funds in the same prompt. So you put the code, you put a comma, tell it use mainnet, then put another comma, and then say this is my receiving address, and then it will add that for you.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, but you still got quite a process, right? I estimate that all the stuff, converting it to Next.js, then installing, setting it up as a base mini app, that's going to take you a couple of hours, probably 2 to 3 hours, if you do it in one sitting, right? To get it really, really right, the whole process. If it's your first time, it might take you 2 to 3 hours. But you do not have to initially do the actual So the converting your app into a mini app, right? So once you've installed that, the point one in migrating your app onto a mini app, right? You don't have
Yes.
to necessarily go and fix the manifest and all that stuff, right? You can carry on building. So you can come back and add all these other layers like the base pay, install the base account, add base pay, add a receiving address where all payments on your app then are going to come to your wallet. So you can do all of that stuff prior to, doing all the other stuff. You see?
Oh,
And you can
okay.
get people to start testing it, right? Yeah. So when you were
Yeah,
saying you
that's
wanted to add crypto, you were not trying to add your own cryptocurrency. You were trying to add
yeah. I
base
wasn't
pay,
trying
so
to
people
add
can pay
all
using USDC.
cryptocurrencies.
Okay. All right. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah. Then you don't need any smart contracts. You don't need to create a token. So you're good then.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
And then
So
my
the
my
rest of it is,
last
yeah.
yes.
Go ahead. Sorry. Sorry. Go
I
ahead.
you may continue, and then I'll ask my last question after. You're saying?
Yeah. I was just gonna say that the rest of it is just step by step, but I would say I would recommend you go and use Claude 4.5 to try and get it done proper, because it will take you probably longer using Gemini 3, and you might run into some errors that take a while to fix with Gemini 3.
Okay, I'll do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
And then my
All right,
last
dear.
question was based on the iSpeed game. Last I got
Yeah.
the script for the game, so I wanted to know when are we starting to build and how's the progress so far regarding the
Yeah,
iSpeed
you're
game.
late, my guy. We've already been building that. I think I shared in that chat group, I shared a link. It was a bit difficult to find the right tools and to try and build it as a mini app. You can't necessarily get, but I think with the one that I'm using now, we're using Kimi. It's much easier, and it might be able to run as a base app actually, because it does run on my mobile phone. I can kind of like, play that part. But yeah,
Yeah.
we've been at it, man. You waited 3 weeks or 4 weeks. I don't know how long it was before you
Yeah.
said, "Hey, I
I've,
wanna be a part of this." So we're gonna keep you out, bruh. You're too late.
I've
Sorry.
been busy on my side. I've been busy with some assignments, so other things I couldn't keep up. Even over the phone, I'm not so much over the phone, so I couldn't keep up with the base build. So I'm asking myself now, what's going on? And then I went to the group. On the group, I found that you added another page for the iSpeed. So I only joined yesterday on that group.
Yeah. Nah, I think that
Yeah.
one is kind of like we're already too organized, and the rest is just building, man. So I've been vibe coding it. I've kind of figured out the right AI to use for this, but it's something that's also going to take a bit of a while. Building a game is slightly more complex, especially a game like that that's sort of emulating real life, and where you have things like getting a drifting car, and but at least I've been able to do that one. That was the most difficult part, right? So at least
Okay.
I have the car drifting in circles. Now it needs to drift on a proper course and have more gameplay to it. So that one is kind of like in the bag. So I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think
good.
we'll sort of like get more heads around that. We kind of like, yeah, we're kind of like we found the course with that one. So thanks for inquiring, but next time don't sleep on all these invitations, yeah, because everything moves fast, man.
I didn't sleep on it. I registered as a tester. I was doing the QA and testing. So I don't know
Yeah,
if all of that has have passed.
yeah, man. We had so many calls, and there were open calls. I sent all the invitations, and some people pitched and some people fell out, but that's the nature of things, right? So you'll catch the next one. So right now we are focusing on building the OpenClaw agents. So if
Okay.
you've been catching that, that's what we're going to do now on this call. So yeah, you can stay locked in on that one.
Okay, I'm locked in.
Cool. All right. I hope we've been able to get you started, right? I don't think we'll do your app build on this live call, but we've given you the direction and you have some reference live streams that we did I think it was 2 weeks ago, just a week ago, that you can
Yes.
go back and follow the process, and then you should get it right, yeah?
Okay,
But
thanks
give
a
me a
lot.
shout if you're still struggling. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you a shout.
Yeah. Another thing, guys, join our Discord as well, because our base Discord, right? That's where, they've brought in a whole lot of other DevRel ambassadors to help everyone with any technical issues that you're facing. So, they're encouraging everyone to sort of like have one place for um, posting problems or technical issues, right? So whenever you're having issues, get on our Discord and there'll always be somebody to help you. So you don't have to necessarily wait for me to be available or any of us, Lloyd or Shabs, or wait for these calls to get assistance. The Discord is 24/7. They also have, I think, a base AI that kind of responds with some technical solutions. So look out for that, guys. Hopefully you'll be able to get assistance much, much quicker, 24/7 as well on the base Discord. Okay, so check that out.
Can you please share the Discord link on WhatsApp? Because I don't think I have it on my
Okay.
side.
I think it's on the website there. Let's just check so long. So base.org. Let me see. So if you go to base.org, we should have the link. I'm just checking on base.org. Should be somewhere at the bottom there, under resources, somewhere there. Let's see, base help. Where is our links on the contact us? Okay, let me see. Lloyd, do you know where we can find the link to the Discord by any chance? I'm trying to look for it on the website.
The base developer Discord?
Yeah, the base Discord.
Let me see.
Let's see. Chat on base. Okay.
I think the base help. Let me see. They should have a Discord at the bottom. Yeah. So I found the Discord. I'm just not sure if this is the. Yeah, here it is. The build on base Discord.
Let's just show everyone. Should I share your screen? I just wanted to show people where to find it, including any other links.
Okay, let me just close documents. Okay, cool. I think I can share. Just give me a second. Let me just present my screen. Okay.
I just got it on my side. I think the easiest way is to go on Google and say base Discord, and then it will give you a link. That link you can join in using it. So just join now.
All
yeah.
right.
So what I did is I just went to the base.org, and then when you go all the way to the bottom, you have the Discord here.
Discord.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So when you click on it, what link does it show?
Build on base.
URL. Oh, that's a build on base. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the actual Discord. It's build on base.
Yeah.
Right. Got you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So yeah, so everyone just set up Discord. You can set up Discord on your browser. You don't necessarily have to set up the app if you don't want it, but you can download the app and set it up. And there are so many resources there. Anything you want to build, you're going to find all the assistance there as well. So I'm part of that. So I'll be responding on that Discord as well to anybody that needs help. So if we catch each other in the right time zones, then you might get some assistance from me or any of the other 30 odd DevRels that are part of the Discord now. So there's a lot of people there to assist now. So yeah. Okay, so thank you, Mr. McDonald's. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, guys.
We'll catch you on the Discord if you're still having trouble, yeah?
Awesome.
Okay, see each other then.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Okay. So back to we spoke about the OpenClaw bots the other day, right? And okay, so let me show you guys what I was able to achieve. We'll just recap. I think we spoke about the easiest way to build it, right? Especially for Vibe coders, right? And there's this competition happening until Sunday, guys. So if you haven't yeah, there's a couple of prizes. I think the first prize is it's about $10,800 they're giving away, or about $10,000. That base is giving away for any interesting bots that you're gonna build, OpenClaw bots, right?
Is it this Sunday or
And
next week Sunday?
I mean, sorry, this Sunday, yeah, because it was running for 1 week, right? So if anyone want to score themselves a bit of coins, then you want to check this out, right? Participate in that. So you'd have to check out Build on Base on Twitter, on X. That's the account with all the details, right? And all the instructions of how to participate, right? So we're going to show you how to, build a bot very quickly. So yeah. Okay, so what did I do last week? Let me see. Okay. Okay. So how did we get here? Okay, so I went to emergent.sh. If you guys remember on the last call, this is a quick way to build these bots, right? I went to emergent.sh, and when you get here, you'll see it's got like a vibe coding prompting thing going on. You just sign in with your Gmail and you just click Moltbolt, okay? And then you click run. Okay. So what this is going to do is it's going to build you, it's going to take like a minute or two and build you like a Moltbot, an OpenClaw. So this thing is autonomous, right? And then after that, you just need to integrate your Telegram or your WhatsApp, so you're able to chat to it and work from your phone, but you can still work on it from your terminal. So it's up to you. But being able to use it like on WhatsApp means like if you're away from your computer, because the whole idea with this thing is that it runs on a cloud and partly on your machine, right? So you want to keep it on 24/7, right? So especially if you have if you integrate things like Twitter, or you want to do messagings, or you want to do some task like build software overnight or whatever, then you want to keep it on all the time, right? So yeah, so you can be chatting to it, it can be giving you updates on your Telegram, right? So I'm going to show you how that works, right? Okay, so I came here, I built this thing, right? When I finished building, yeah, I previewed it, and it will ask you when you click preview, it asks you to log in, you log in, and then you're able to check it out. So it's got a whole dashboard that is going to open up. So let me see. Okay. I just want to show you guys the chat interface for this thing. Okay. Okay, let's just work with this one. Let's see. Okay, preview. Okay, I think this is not working because I'm out of credits, right? Let me open another one that I built. Let's see if this one works. Okay, so what happens is, so when you finish running that little prompt that it runs, right? It's gonna give you these two buttons, one to publish it and to preview, right? So when you preview it, it's online only for like, as long as you're using it. But when you stop using it, it goes to sleep, right? So you have to publish. But publishing costs 50 credits, right? And then your first set of credits is going to cost you $5. Okay. So you can pay $5, you can upgrade, pay $5, and you can pay using crypto. I tried with some bank cards, and I think I hadn't activated my thinking, some online international e-commerce on one of the cards. So it kind of like, didn't work on my card. So I just used crypto. So if you have like crypto, like USDC, then you are better off just trying to pay that $5 with, USDC on base actually, right? So you need to connect your wallet and go, and go through the ropes, right? It's just a simple transactions. Make sure your wallet has got 5 USDC or 5.1. Make sure it's got about, just in case, I'm not sure if it's going to require I think your wallet has to have like maybe about 20 cents of Ethereum as well. But basically you pay, your wallet will pop up, you sign the transaction, and then you're good. So you just need MetaMask. So you need MetaMask, and it works on Base. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't call any other wallet except for MetaMask, I think, on Emergent. Okay, so now once you've paid, you get like that $5 gives you about, so $20 gives you 100 credits. So $5 gives you like what? 5 times 5, 25 credits. Yeah, I think you get 25 credits. But with those 25 credits, you're basically able to build a basic, bot. So let me log in and see if I'll be able to access this one. Then I'll be able to show you guys like how I was chatting to it on Telegram. I think Lloyd showed us, but we'll see if we can show you guys the same thing again. Okay, I find there's a bit of a bug when it comes to signing in to the actual agent. Let me see if I can do it again. So sometimes it doesn't let you in, but I think that's something on Emergent side. There's something they need to fix. Or it could be on the Google account side, which is okay. So that's not agreeing. So let me see. Let's try this again. Yeah, so I've had a couple of these problems with signing in. Oh, let me wake it up. Let's wake up the agent. Oh, that's another thing. It goes to sleep. You need to wake it up and then maybe try and sign in again. Okay. Okay, let me sign in and see now. If I keep failing, guys, I'll just build another agent quickly and not struggle with this version of signing in.
Are you reusing an agent you already built?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to access,
okay.
but it's not giving me. So what I'm gonna do is quickly build another one. Let me see what. Okay, let me use this profile. Okay, let me go to emergent.sh and quickly build another one. Because I want to show like on Emergent how to set up the actual, Telegram, how to install some of the skills. The Emergent one is very limited. It's just sort of like an entry level. Okay, so I think this is an issue with Emergent. I think Google is not allowing them. There's some privacy policy that Emergent seems to have an issue with Google. Okay. All right. So to get started to build this thing, I'll build one very quickly. You click on that mouse bot, and then you click start, and then it's going to quickly build it, and then we'll have a look at what the agent looks like. We'll quickly see if there's any skills we can install. This one is very limited, so it's like the standard one. So it's not as powerful as one you build on like your local PC, or if you're using maybe something like OpenOcean, like one of those servers. You will build ones that are far much more powerful than this one, because this one is being built within Emergence, cloud service. So they've kind of limited it. So they're giving you as a template. So it's not as, powerful, but it's great for like getting started and learning how this thing works, and playing around with it really. And it will cost you about $5, but it can do stuff. So to give you an example, right? I'm still sharing my screen, guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can see it.
yeah, we can see it.
Okay.
Your video
So
is
what I
frozen
set
though,
up.
your profile video, but the screen is fine.
Oh, okay, okay. I think it's frozen because it's building the spot, so it's using my browser. You see. So, but as long as you guys can hear me, I'll
Yeah,
come back when it stops, when it's finished building.
yeah,
So
and
I
we
was
can
able
also
to
still
set
see
it
your
up.
screen, so it's cool.
Okay. So I was able to set up my AI agents to. So I created one for TV. I wanted to watch TV. Okay, I call it TV Claw. So it watches TV and specific TV programs, right? So I linked it to Big Brother. So I want it to work with reality TV or live TV. So it could be sports on TV. It could be, in this instance, I use Big Brother because it's 24/7. And it takes screenshots of Big Brother every like 20, 30 seconds. And then it analyzes who's on the screen. And then it writes up like, legal summaries and posts. Okay. So it's kind of like it reports on what's happening 24/7. And then creating it to build then prediction markets, right? On who's likely going to win Big Brother, who's going to win this week, who's gossiping with who's colluding. So the whole gameplay. So it's studying the pictures and the video. So how I'm going to do this is I'm setting up a live stream. So I'm setting up DSTV on my laptop, okay? And I'm setting up the web version. So I'll be live streaming Big Brother 24/7 on a spare laptop. And then this agent will be watching that and then giving notes. So you can see yesterday I set it up. I had to go and give it like a Twitter, so I went on to Twitter and put some Twitter credits. I put $5 so it can be able to, I created Twitter keys, API keys over here. This is the Twitter console, right? So I created the Twitter access for it, and then I gave it access to Twitter, and then it was able to post this last night on its own before I ran out of credits. So it posted, so drama alert, house is calm, So yeah, so I was able to get it to just
Google,
quickly.
sorry, just a
Yep.
quick one.
Mhm.
So how long do 5 credits last for Twitter? And does that mean anyone can easily just sync the Twitter API without the need to pay like huge amounts
You can say
for
you
the
you need to
agent?
pay. Yeah, the starting amount for Twitter is $5. I think.
Okay.
I think they've got a
And
limit. Yeah, they used to charge per month, but not anymore. So now for their API access, if you want the thing to tweet or whatever, it's like I think the minimum is $5 of credit. So you buy Twitter credits, right?
yeah.
So it told me that the minimum is $5, I think. So I
Okay. And
loaded
how
five
long
dollars,
does it last?
and it costs 2 cents a tweet, right? So
Oh,
this
okay.
AI agent of mine sent 2 tweets, and I noticed that the balance went down to 498. So it's just sent these two, right? Last
Okay.
night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the only ones it sent. I sent this one when I first created it, and then it started sending these ones based on what was happening on Big Brother.
Nice.
So now I was down to $4.98, you see. So I figured
Yeah.
it's actually 1 cent, not 2 cents. So I think it's 1 cent a tweet. So it means for
Okay.
$5, like it's
That's a
gonna like
lot.
send 400 tweets, right? So which is a
Yeah.
lot, right?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I just needed to
I think they
find that
kind of,
out.
yeah, they kind of,
Yeah.
it's a lot for someone, obviously for us, because if you think of yeah, well, it's actually reasonable, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
because 1 cent is like, it's like 16 South African cents, right? Which is not bad actually, because it's cheaper than the price of an SMS actually, which is good. Okay.
Mm.
It's like sending an
Yeah.
SMS.
Yeah, it's actually cheaper. Okay, so it's the agent is still building here. So once it's finished, guys, I'll show you guys then what we need to do next to set up what I set up. And then of course I set it up on Telegram. Where's my Telegram? So I was chatting to it on my phone. So I set it up on Telegram. So when I ran out of credits, that's when I started getting all this HTTP error. I ran out of
Yeah,
emergent
that
credit.
that was me yesterday as well.
Yeah. So you can
Finish my
see
credit.
yeah, after I set it up, then I started telling it, hey, add a skill for using YouTube. So I wanted it to also be able to check out YouTube videos, like the Big Brother from the official Big Brother like website. And then it went ahead and it set up. Let me see. It went ahead and set up something. I think FF Meg. It set up a system to download YouTube videos, then analyze them. You see, download the YouTube videos, but then it was getting blocked by this ability was getting blocked by YouTube. So YouTube has got an anti-post system as well. So I need to figure out a way where maybe it can just grab the CC, the closed captions rather from YouTube and perhaps not the visuals. Then it can grab the content for highlights. Okay. But yeah, it was
Or
able to build this. So I was using
if
my
you have
phone.
extra APIs, you can also sync your AI agent to Gemini, and then Gemini is able to just pull stuff for you from YouTube because it's already synced in the backend.
Mm,
Yeah.
nice. Okay. All right. Back to building this agent. So you can see it's been running that multiple prompt that I clicked on the screen. So this is what happens when it's finished. So it asks you to sign in. So it's always best to sign in and then maybe preview it. Okay, I hope the sign in will work. There is something going on with this sign in. See, it's asking for something over here. Okay, all right, let me install Emergent. I think Google wanted me to install it. I'm not sure. Better sign in. Oh, I think there's an issue with Google. Let me try and preview it from here. Okay, no, it wants me to still sign in. I think there might be an issue, guys, with Google limiting Emergent to access our Google account or to sign in with Google. There could be something about a privacy policy that I noticed yesterday is missing from Emergent. And if we can't sign in, then yeah, then we are a bit stuck using Emergent. Then we have to use something else. Oh, there we go. Finally managed to sign in. Okay, so there's an issue with Emergent, guys. Something about a privacy policy. So Google wants to be able to pick up a privacy policy from every app, and that somehow the Emergent one doesn't seem to come up. So when you're signing in to Emergent, there is an issue. So you have to keep trying a couple of times, I think. That's what I assume because I saw the warning was saying that Google, the sign in with Google is trying to read the privacy policy, and somehow maybe it wasn't picking it up. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
here we are. Okay, so my AI agent has been created, right? So I went and ran that thinging, and it's been created, right? But if I wanted to stay on all the time, 24/7, guys, you have to click publish. Okay. And when you click publish, you have to pay the $5. So I've only got 5 credits now, the free ones that they give me. So I'm not sure if it's going to let me use those, but let me not use the map, right? But otherwise, you can just buy credits. If you buy now, they've got a promotion where it's $5. You can pay by card or pay in crypto. So this will give you $20 worth of credit, right? So you will have like 25 credits at a discount, right? At $5. And with those, you'll be able to set up, you know, the chatbot. Okay. So yeah, so this is the chat interface for the bot. So now I want to chat to the agent, and then I can ask it, what skills do you have, right? Or I could ask it, help me set up Telegram rather. Okay, so I can chat to it on my Telegram. Help me set up Telegram. Okay. And then it's going to give me all the instructions. So the same applies with WhatsApp. But otherwise, you can come here under channels. You'll see Telegram and WhatsApp. But I want to be able to, you know, chat with 24/7 when I'm on the move or when I'm away from, you know, my laptop. So I don't have to build. So that's why we set up Telegram and, you know, WhatsApp. So it gives me instructions, right, on how to set it up, right? So it says I open Telegram and go to a channel called BotFather, and then I go and I could type start and then type new bot, and then Telegram will give me a security token, okay? And then I copy and then I come and paste it in here, okay? Once that's done, Telegram, I think, will give me a code to pay this. Then I copy that code, I come and paste the code here, then it's paired. So I've basically paired my Telegram with my bot. Okay. And then once that's done.
So Google, you'll get a unique ID for Telegram, and then you'll get a pairing key. And those are the two
so you'll get
things
this
that you'll
token.
bring. Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll initially get this token, and you paste it in here. And then you're going to get a pairing code after that. Yeah.
There's going to be a unique key and then a pairing code.
Yeah. So this is the unique key is this token, right?
No, there's another one. There's a shorter unique key that you're going to need.
Okay, I didn't get that on my end. I just got 2.
There's typically 3. Sometimes you'll just take your token, which is identifying your bot, and then the unique key. And then if you need to, and I think the pairing might be working on the Cloud Shell or the terminal. So if you're using a terminal, you're going to need to pair the 2 Telegram and Clawbot.
Oh, okay. All right. So I think what I noticed, right? So I've got, our Telegram accounts have a number, right? So each Telegram account has a number. That number, you can use it as a recovery. So if you ever lose your Telegram, there's a Telegram account. Maybe that's what you mean as a unique key, like an account key. It's like a certain number, right? I think it's like a 5 or 7 digit number. Is that the one you're talking about?
Agreed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I would suggest don't copy that number in the AI, because these AIs, like, they are very tricky, right? So I didn't use my number. So I only copied the bot token and the pairing code only.
Pairing key.
My account number, I think we shouldn't be sharing our account number with this thing. I think it's kind of like giving it like your private key for a wallet, you know? Because that account number, you can use it to, if you ever lose your access to a Telegram, you can use your account number to restore your Telegram. Yeah. So I think only just use this bot token that the Telegram bot father will give you, and the pairing key. Then you've paired your bot to your Telegram. Okay. So what it looks like in Telegram is like this, right? So you start with BotFather. Where is BotFather? So
Google,
you go to
just
Telegram.
A moment. Don't show us your bot pairing key.
I deleted it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I deleted it. Yeah.
Nice.
I deleted my personal, API
Awesome.
keys. I mean, yeah. Okay, so you go to
Nice.
Botfather, guys. You search Botfather on Telegram, right? And then it comes up there. You click on Botfather, and then you click /start, right? And then the
Yeah.
Botfather is going to give you this list of commands. Then you click /new bot.
Yeah.
And then it's going to say to you, all right, a new bot, how are we doing? What are we going to call it? So I could call this one,
Big Brother
Base
Africa bot or base?
DevRel.
Yeah.
So Base DevRel. So maybe this one would be for, yeah. Now let's choose a username for your bot. I could call it at Base DevRel. Okay, I don't think I should press start now because it might show my personal Telegram details. Let me
Google,
stop sharing. Yeah.
Just on that, I think you should add the word bot at the end or underscore bot, because sometimes if you don't
Yes,
that, it rejects
you
it.
are 100% right. So let me just use lowercase.
I think it does that because it doesn't want people to be mistaken between who's a bot and who's not a bot.
Oh yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah. Okay, so I need to add bot at the end. Okay. All right. So Base DevRel bot. Okay. Now I'm gonna stop sharing because it might respond with the key and my personal Telegram account details, and I don't want that. Let me stop sharing. Just for this section, guys. I'll get the details and then let me see. I'll get the details, delete them, and then show you guys what's next. Okay, where are we? Here we are. Telegram. That username is already taken, so I need another one. At base. Okay, base. What's another name for somebody to assist people? At base. At base.
Google, as you're thinking of the names,
assist.
As you're thinking of the name,
yeah, Base Clove.
That's actually how many bots are being created, right? Because like it's getting harder and harder to find names.
Okay. I was able to get Base Global. Now that you say this, guys, I'm thinking this is probably the new domain name, right? Like, I'll spend the day grabbing as many handles for bots as I can because this is kind of like a new domain name. So I'm giving you guys some. I'm giving you guys some.
Because we all need access to a name, bro.
Okay, so it's responded with a token, guys. I'm not going to show you this part because it gives me a token, which I then take. I copy this token. And then I paste it in the other bot, right? And I think I can reuse this token on another bot. So I'm going to email it to myself so I don't forget it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spend the day grabbing as many bot names as I can because I think that's the new domain name. So I'm putting you guys on game, bruh, of how you can like easily make money selling these on a Telegram marketplace, okay?
Wow.
So I'm putting you on game, guys. Go. Like you're gonna be earning a couple of $100 from these bot names, yeah? That's how the game works. Every time there's a new technology, the first thing to grab is handles, usernames, domain names, okay? So
Google,
this one
do
is
you remember Do you remember the is it the ENS period? It was 2020, 2021, 22.
Yeah, yes.
So during
Those
the ENS
domain
period,
names.
when ENS first
Yeah.
dropped, like domain
Mm-hmm.
names starting with like 001, 002 up to like 10,000 were hot, because at that particular time period, we were still living through the NFT era of the 10K PFP. So most people would buy, if I'm like 007, then I would buy like 007 domains. If I'm buying NFTs, I'm looking for like number 007. So some people had this thing where they had bought, like they're just buying like ENS randomly, and then one day they just woke up with like this huge demand for the first 10K ENS. It was insane. It was insane. The records that people were selling their domain names for, it's it's now
Crazy,
part
right?
of like crypto history. It's insane, man.
Yeah. Because those ones were the most traded ones. The domain names, they were the most traded ones. Okay, so now it's given me a pairing code. Okay, so the bot is started and it's given me a pairing code. I'm going to copy this pairing code. So you copy the pairing code from your Telegram and you take it to your the bot, the chat interface with the bot, and then you give it the bot, and then it's gonna pair your Telegram. Okay, I'm all set. Okay, so Telegram sender. Okay, so now let me delete my. Let me see if I can delete. Okay, now let me ask it what skills it has. What skills do you have? I don't want to expose my
Would you
Telegram.
wanna?
Okay.
You're
I'm
not
gonna share it
finished
just
yet.
now. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just trying to hide the sensitive information.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, let me see if I can delete it. Okay. Okay. I think I'm good to share now. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen again. Okay. So I'm back to where we built the bot, right? So we built this bot over here, right? Logged in, and I was able to finally log in. And then I went to Telegram, okay? And I spoke to the bot father. I asked the bot father to set up a new bot. It set up a new bot, gave me a name. So my new bot is called Base DevRel. Okay. So we're able to set up Base DevRel. And it gave me a pairing code, right? So I managed to, so bot father and this Base DevRel gave me a pairing code, and I was able to add it over here in the bot. Okay, so it gave me a token first, then it gave me a pairing code, and I added both of them here, and then it was able to pair. So now it means I can actually chat to my bot on Telegram. Okay, so now assuming I'm on my phone, I'm not at my computer, and then I wanted to say, okay, what skills do you have? Okay. So now I'm chatting to my bot from my Telegram, and I'm chatting to it over here. Okay, let's see. Is it working? Oh, okay. So there is, yeah. I said, what skills do you have? So there's no reply. Why is it not replying to me? Let me try again. Let me try on my phone.
Maybe it's maybe it's still sleeping. Just try to check if your server is running.
Yeah, that's another thing. If you haven't published it, it goes to sleep, okay? Okay, no, it's still awake. Agent is waiting. So it's awake?
Yeah, it's awake.
Yeah, unless it wants me to publish first.
It's not showing you the fact that it's thinking and it's doing something in the background, you might want to ask it to actually show you what's happening in
Now
the
it
background.
is. I can see it loading now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay, so it's told me what skill it has. Okay. All right. Now let me try from my phone, right? So, or from Telegram. Let me try from Telegram. Let's see if it's gonna work. Okay, so I wanna say add skill to watch TV. Why is my Telegram sleeping?
So it's not. Try it again. Try.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Oh no, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so it
So
says I
that's
can
what I
help you
was
create
saying,
a skill.
Google. Like
Yeah.
sometimes on different platforms, it actually takes some time to actually process in the background, but you don't see the indication. So there's no like those three dots that it's thinking in the background or any indication. So you might have to actually prompt it within Telegram. I need to know when you're doing something in the background, like show some light so that I don't disturb the process. Yeah.
Okay, so you can show me an indicator for when it's thinking.
Yeah.
Because your Telegram bot, the part that says base dev view at the top, then bot below is supposed to be showing typing. Like when someone is typing.
Yeah. Okay, got you. All right, so I asked it to add a skill to watch TV, and then it's asking me like, okay, what do I want it to do, right? Turn on and off TV. Well, it was asking me what's my setup, commands I want. So yeah, so I can have this back and forth conversation, guys, and get it to build whatever I want, right? So if I've got a smart TV and like I connect my TV like via, like, so if it's an Android TV, right, you can connect to it via the internet, right? Using, I think, Android Home, which comes standard like on your phone, for example. So I could like literally set up this bot to be a remote to watch my TV. So if I've got like streaming DSTV on my laptop or something, or I've also got it like on my set-top box, I could get it to record certain TV programs. So like this bot can build this thing overnight as I sleep. I chat to it on Instagram. We go back and forth when it asks me the details. I mean on Telegram, and then I'll tell it what I want to build. So this is just an example. So I'm not going to use all my credits trying to build something right now, because I want to use this for the base DevRel, right? So I want to like set it up for, like answering questions on people that are having problems with setting up anything on base. Okay. So that's it in a nutshell. Okay. So that response that it gave me on my Telegram, you see it is over here as well. And then we can carry on talking and getting it to build. Okay. And then in terms of skills, right? If you want to view what skills it has, you click on skills on the left column over here. Most of these skills, it already comes with a set of skills, right? But some you can add. Some you can add, like some won't add on this version. So let me see what we can add. I was able to add 1 or 2 yesterday. Some won't work because it requires like a standalone PC, like running on a Mac or whatever, right? So because this is a web interface, it's got a very limited set of skills, right? In other words, because I'm running it on my website, it can't exactly control my laptop, right? But for me to be able to do that, Emergent has not set up that kind of thing, right? There are limitations to what another web platform can do, you see. So I'd have to set it up in a separate way, like what Lloyd showed us, on a separate laptop on my physical PC, for it to be able to control my laptop. But with the Emergent one, it's not going to allow you to do all those things. So there's a lot of skills that you can actually install here. The ones that you can, it tells you are eligible for them, and you can disable install. Some already comes pre-installed. Let me see if I can install this one. But basically, you just click install, and the ones that work, it's going to install them. The ones that don't work, okay, so I installed this one, Cloud Hub, okay? So you see, it was not installed. Now it's eligible. Yeah, and then let me see the coding agent. Let's see. Oh, so I've disabled it. Oh, Okay. Oh, that's my bad. Let me enable it. Okay, meaning it can run code. So this emergent one can actually run code. So it means I could tell it to build me a virtual TV remote or whatever, or a way to record my TV programs. It will build the app, test it, get it running. When I come back later, the app will be running. I could even have the app on a Telegram where I control my TV using Telegram commands like volume up or whatever, right? So yeah, so it can do quite a lot. So the limitations, I think, for this thing are endless. So anything you can do on a laptop, a computer, you basically should be able to do on this on these agents, right? Okay. So yeah, so I think in a nutshell, guys, that's how you quickly spin this thing up. That's really as far as I got in terms of getting to work, being able to chat to it, using it via Telegram. And like I said, I set up mine to use my Twitter. I loaded Twitter credits and it was able to tweet on its own. I did not type these tweets. I just told it these are the Big Brother Mzansi hashtags. I told it to watch TV and then it watches and then it tweets whatever is on, it kind of makes sense of,
Google, just a quick question.
Yeah.
So if I went to your TV Clawbot, can I interact with it from Twitter?
I think so. I enabled DMs. So I enabled it, allowed it to be able to talk to people on DMs and to engage on Twitter. So, but I'm out of credits on this one. So I need to load like another $20 on Emergent side. So there's two parts to this, right? So Emergent, your bot is running on Emergent, right? Like here. Okay, let me show you guys. So on Emergent here, I'm using Claude, Opus credits, right? That's why I have to buy credits over here. So when they run out, I have to buy them. So for your bot to be able to keep talking or to keep doing any of these actions, tweeting, you gotta first have credits on your AI credits, right? So in my case, it's on Emergent. So I need to buy credits on Emergent, right? Then it can keep talking. And then the second part, if you want it to interact with Twitter, then you gotta have your Twitter credits as well. Okay, so you gotta load Twitter credits so you can tweet. So Lloyd, to answer your thinking on when you're setting up the API over here, right? Your API keys. Yeah. So Twitter will ask you like what kind of setup you want,
Oh, okay.
So if you want to set up for bots, you use OAuth 1.0 keys. So you regenerate these keys and then it gives you like a set of 4 keys. And then you copy those and you give it your AI agent in that chat interface over here. So you copy those Twitter keys and you come and give your agent. So you tell your agent, I want to set up Twitter. It will give you the instructions. You go and copy those keys. You come and paste them here. It saves them. But you need to create a Twitter account first, by the way, right?
Yeah.
You create a Twitter account first, and then you go to the Twitter developer console, and then you set up like your OAuth keys. So you need to use these ones. 0.1 is for AI agents, and then 2.0 is for like websites, for apps. So if I have an app, I use OAuth 2.0 keys. And then if I'm using AI agents, I use 1.0 keys. Okay. So that's how it works on Twitter. But when you're setting them up, Twitter will ask you like, it's going to ask for the URL for your agent, etc., 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 right? So your agent, when you first set it up, right, it gets published. Let me go back to the agent. So when you first set up your agent, right, Emergent will give you a link. So you can see this link over here. Let me show you. So this link over here is basically my URL for my agent, right? So I need to go and put this. Twitter is going to ask me what is the website, for your AI agent. So you go and copy this. You copy this, but it's going to ask me what's the OAuth. So you copy this, and I think you put / OAuth when they ask you for the OAuth. Then it's going to ask you a couple of details, right? You provide those to Twitter. If you're not sure, all those details that Twitter requires, you can come in and ask your agent over here. Let me see. So you can just say, I want to give you a Twitter account. Okay. Provide me.
Google. I'm just looking at the comments. There's somebody named Wanda who's asking to say, I'm new here. How do I get my hands dirty with Base? I think it's someone who wants to start developing.
Okay. Wanda, it depends what you want to build, right? But the quickest way is to try and build mini apps. Okay. I don't know. Is there anything easier? You could
Maybe
start with
just
the Base app. You could start by using the Base app, downloading the Base app, buying and trading some coins. That's probably the easiest, right?
It is the easiest. And then, yeah, I think it depends on what you want to do. If you want to do developer work, you can obviously start with a simple one-page website to just kind of see how, the connect button works. And then you keep scaling from there. If you want to just trade, because Base has shifted part of its Base app for trading. So if you are very interested in trading as well, the Base app makes it very easy to trade. So you can try that out as well. Or if you are a creator, you can still use the Base app to, just get your hands dirty. Yeah.
So if I want to set up so it doesn't matter what skill you want to give this agent, right? You can just ask it. So you can ask it, I want to set up Twitter, right? So now it's telling me, how I set up Twitter. Okay. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we can see.
And then, then you'll go to Twitter and let me see. You go to Twitter, go to the console, then set up everything, get these all 1.0 keys, and go and give it back to your AI agent. And then after that, you're good. Okay. And yeah, then it's gonna start tweeting.
Nice.
But I think you need to rate limit it because it might I think mine is set up to watch TV, to screenshot every 20 seconds to 30 seconds. It takes a screenshot of a TV, analyzes that screenshot to see like what's happening in the TV program, who's talking to who and who. It listens, so it uses like some type of voice to text. So it listens to the conversations like 24/7, and then it makes tweets. Like it keeps then giving you the news, the insights, the gossips, the kind of stuff that like if you like a reality show, you're gonna miss. When you're cooking or taking a break or going to the shops or going to work, then this thing is going to keep updating everybody and telling you every 20, 30 seconds what's going on in the show. And then it's going to create prediction markets where people can bet. It's going to create polls where people can take a poll on who's going to, win head of house, who's going to be evicted, and all that kind of stuff, Yeah. So that's basically what I'm building with the TV one, right? Is it's like I'm building it's kind of like a media company, right? Then it works everywhere, So you can replicate these bots for other, services. So it can have bigger fan interaction. So you can interact with fans on Twitter. You can create it to Facebook or whatever. So that's my approach that's what I'm submitting to this competition, right? Is TV Claw. Okay.
Nice.
But yeah, so
nice.
that's it on my end in a nutshell, from how to quickly spin this up using Emergent. Just remember that you need at least $5 for Emergent to get it to work, and be careful, those credits run very quickly, hey? So yeah, they run out very quickly. And then you need maybe minimum $5 of Twitter. That's within $10, you can have an AI agent that is talking to Twitter, posting and doing some kind of stuff, if that's what you want, if you want to do it social. But then if you wanted to build, I haven't really tried that skill yet. So yeah, so everything is just a learning phase, right? So yeah, so that's it in a nutshell for beginners, guys. Yeah, the more advanced ones, Lloyd is your man. Okay, and Shabs, Lloyd and Shabs will show you how to set it up on the local environment, and it's more powerful when you do it that way, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Over
but
to you
this is
guys.
good because it's really
Mhm.
easy for anybody who, wants to get used to or just wants to see how this works. Like
Yeah.
it's always a good idea to test something out as an experiment in like um a small version before you actually, expand it and make it bigger, because it helps you to kind of evaluate, what you're building. So you can test it out like this, and if you feel like you're ready to, expand it or make it bigger, then you can, upgrade it. So anybody can easily, build these, experiment with them. One thing I can say is, for a tip I can give people is the option for the AI agents to create skills is a really good game changer. If you experiment with it, you're going to find a lot of amazing use cases, for it. So yeah, experiment with the AI. If you don't know, ask it what it can do for you. That's one way to also use it. It will give you like ideas on what it's good at. So
Yeah.
play with it, experiment with it, and share your apps, your boats, because there's that 5 ETH competition on Build on Base. It's ending this Sunday, so submit and yeah, tag us so we can see your AI agents in real time.
Okay. Yeah. Another way to build more powerful agents if you're just starting off, right, is using DigitalOcean. So if you guys are following Base, the Base account has been tweeting about how to set this up on DigitalOcean. DigitalOcean is also like a cloud platform, right, where you can set them up, right? So I was trying to set it up, but for some reason, DigitalOcean does not allow for it doesn't allow for because it wants you to pay, like you need to provide your credit card, right? So it doesn't allow
Yeah.
for cash cards, like what do they call those cards? The prepaid cards.
Virtual
Because
cards?
I always try and use, yeah, prepaid virtual
No,
cards,
your
right?
debit
So
card. It
yeah, it
doesn't allow
allows for
debit
debit
cards.
card, but it doesn't allow debit cards. It wants a credit card. Okay.
Yeah, it will probably allow
Yeah.
check or credit cards.
Yeah. So I tried DigitalOcean and it was failing. The transactions were failing on a debit card and a virtual prepaid card, right? So yeah, but DigitalOcean I think is another easier way. I kind of went through, there's some videos, Sohei from Base. So if you go to the Base, whatchamacallit, if you go to the Base
Build on
YouTube,
Base?
okay?
Oh,
Yeah, Base
okay.
YouTube. Yeah, if you go to YouTube and look for the Base YouTube, you'll see a recent video that they uploaded was DigitalOcean, or how to set up this on DigitalOcean. And it looks pretty simple. I didn't manage to go all the way, but let me see. I just want to show you guys. There is actually a very simple like process of it. Let me see if I can sort of run through a few of the steps. I might not be able to do all of them because it wouldn't accept my cards, right? I
Yeah.
didn't use a credit card, so maybe Shabs, you're right. Yeah. Okay, so how I noticed that they were doing it, right, is on DigitalOcean, you sign up to DigitalOcean, then you say create, uh, you click on
Droplets.
create, then you click on droplets, right? Yeah. And then on droplets, you then select a cloud service that's closest to you. Okay. but I think for you to be able to complete this process, you need a credit card. So I selected Frankfurt. So apparently, AI says Frankfurt is closest to me and it's the fastest one if you're in Southern Africa. So it says uses Frankfurt. And then over here, you leave this. You scroll down and it's by default, it's on Ubuntu and you don't touch that. And then over here, right? I use regular. I think you can use regular and then use this one, the 4 gig one. Okay. I think this is what I saw some other guy doing and saw her doing, if I'm not mistaken. But that's the one I'll select. And yeah, and then the only thing you need to do is provide it with a password and then you create. Okay. So yeah, then there's the create droplet once you've provided all the details, right? So if I use a password like, okay, let's see. Okay, but then it asks me for, okay, so there's something I'm missing. I think I left something, oh, the tags. The tags. So if I call this DevRel, okay. I think that's the only other thing we need. What else am I missing here? There's something that I'm missing. Oh, my
Check the
password.
SSH key.
SSH key.
So I didn't have to do this initially because you can use the password or SSH, right? So
Okay.
I select the password here, and then
maybe something at the top.
Create droplet, Frankfurt. Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay. It says the only reason everything is actually fine. The only reason is it says a payment method must be added before creating a resource. Go to billing.
Yeah. Sorry, that's where I got stuck, right? It wouldn't accept my cards yesterday, so I have to find another way. Okay, so DigitalOcean is another way, but then with DigitalOcean, so I think it's not gonna charge you immediately, right? You just add a payment. There's an option to pay in crypto, right? So if I pay, so I could pay $24 and then it goes into my credits, and then it will charge me per usage. But it's better to put a credit card, right? Because it doesn't actually take the money out. It will only take the money out when your billing kicks in. Okay. So even if I pay with crypto, my money is going to sit in like in credits. And when I start actually using their service and I'm consuming their service, right? That's when the money will come out, right? But something to think of is, I think with DigitalOcean, you still have to go and sign up for, is it Anthropic or Kimi? What is it? Minimax? Lloyd, you want to explain that part? You still need to go and sign up for another AI service, right?
Yeah, so for any other method, when using OpenClaw, you have to pick which AI model it's going to use for its agentic use. That's for its agents. So the best is obviously Claude. Claude's Opus is the best model out there. If you really want to build, like if you want to take it as far as building applications, I suggest Claude, Claude Opus 4.5 or using GPT 5.2 or its codex. That would definitely get your coding up to par. But if you just want to use it mostly for text and like basic agentic work, then you can use other models like Kimi and any other model that you can get your
Lloyd, even Kimi 2.5 is actually very good from a coding perspective.
Yeah, it is. It is actually good. I just don't know if
they
have
cheaper than those two options.
Yeah.
But so I think Emergent is probably the quickest way to get started and get this thing running. And then the second part is DigitalOcean. But that one I still need to play around once I've figured out what I'm going to do. Maybe put in a credit card or something. I normally use those virtual prepaid cards because they're safer. You know, they have no money. I can delete them. You know, I can create up to 6 on Standard Bank's banking app, for example. So those are normally what I use for online payments and paying for all these services, because there are so many that sometimes you forget and it's going to debit you in a month where you haven't used it. So I like delete them after, after a couple of, weeks before the end of the month. I normally delete them, and then, whoever's trying to collect money, good luck. Because, I'm using them for the free services. So remember, with free services, they'll give you free tier for 1 month, and then after like 30 days, they will charge you. So sometimes you forget to unsubscribe, and now you're being charged for something that you're just testing and you're not using. So it's always better to use prepaid cards. But these guys are getting smart. They're like, no, we don't want these prepaid
cards. We're no longer accepting those virtual cards.
They're counting on you forgetting to unsubscribe, and then they keep taking your money. You just see your bank statement, money is going out. So yeah.
And the thing is, you subscribe to so many things that you inevitably forget. Yeah. And then you're like, oh, what's that charge? Look, I was supposed to delete that.
So you see charges, you see payments bouncing, and your bank doesn't tell you like what bounced. It just says, transaction declined, and you have to kind of figure out like, oh, how many services do I have?
I forgot to unsubscribe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, if anyone can build an agent that can manage all these subscriptions, actually, now that we're talking about it, that's probably the best, man.
That's probably the best. Yeah, that's probably the best.
Manage like all your online transactions.
I'm just laughing at the fact that until it decides to subscribe to the yearly one at the highest, because it thinks that's more affordable.
No, until those providers actually prompt inject you and they subscribe you ongoing to the yearly plan. Like, my guy. I remember the one day I made a mistake. It was a long time ago. I think the level of AI capabilities were not like what we have now. And there was a tool that I was using, and I was supposed to get a monthly subscription. And I made a mistake, and I didn't, there's a toggle on most of them, like monthly and yearly.
The yearly, yes.
Left it on the yearly. It took $200. I cried. I was like, $200 on one app. And I only needed, the thing is, it was what was it? It was a PowerPoint presentation sort of application, AI app. And back then, they were useless. Now I think about it, it's like they weren't doing anything. It was useless, but it was $200 gone. Like I tried to go get it back, canceled. No, gone, my man. We've already taken
it. And that's what you're talking about now. Even if you guys are like people are gonna use Emergent to set up their AI agents, right? You have to be careful because, like I said, mine is it's watching TV, so it's using, how it watches TV is it doesn't like stream the TV. It takes screenshots, so it reads what's on the screen. So it's using Claude to figure out what's on the screen, right? And it's constantly learning, right? So every 20 seconds or 30 seconds, it's taking a screenshot, reading what it is, then tweeting. So you can imagine in 2 days, like this thing can like literally go over $50 if I'm not careful, right? Because this thing is happening every 30 seconds. You understand? So every minute is taken 2 screenshots. Claude Code is analyzed those, right? And then it's sent instructions to the tweeter to post a tweet, or it's created a tweet. So it's created some text and context, and then it's tweeted this, and then it's saved it in the memory, right, as well. So it's using a lot of resources, right? So if you on a monthly billing with these AI agents, you can like literally be shocked. You run through $100, overnight. You run through $20 overnight, if you're not mistaken. Okay. So you constantly have to set it up properly. Otherwise, you'll see in a day, $20 is gone. And how much is that in a month if you want to run it?
When we think of an AI agent, most people are thinking of the autonomous agent. Nobody's willing to like use a semi-autonomous agent, which you can set up where you come in at some point, you in the loop just to verify all the processes, right? But our notion right now is that I press a button, it goes and it does stuff, and then it comes back and it gives me results. But what you're talking about is at what cost, right? What is your API billing going to be, when you send it out? Because you're not verifying everything that's happening in the background. It costs something every touch point that it goes and tries to figure out. So I think that's an important thing to actually pay attention to.
Yeah, and you can actually set up on Telegram, right? Because you can chat with it on Telegram. So like just to add to what you're saying, Shabs, is if you want to authorize every tweet it's going to send, so you can tell it to make sure that you will always approve via Telegram before it sends a tweet, and it mustn't use any resources, until you've approved. So every time it comes back with some feedback, it must stop watching the TV, it must stop doing this, it must stop doing that until you approve that last process, then it carries on. So you could set it up like that, but then that defeats the purpose in a sense, right? Because then if you wanted to analyze real time, whether it's real-time trading, then there's all these glitches, So the whole idea with this is, I guess, is get it making money quickly, so it pays for itself. That's why a lot of autonomous agents, right? They are doing business with other agents. So if you can get it to, or ask it how it can make money. So my agent, for example, could, I wanted to create prediction markets, and then it will get other AI agents to come and bet on what's happening on the TV screen. So it's the TV watcher, creates the prediction markets. Other ones look at the odds on the prediction markets. Other people are betting. And then, it makes money from that. You see what I'm saying? So then I never have to worry.
Absolutely.
So I can let it go haywire.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's why I raised the issue of having an autonomous agent, which is what you're advocating for, and a semi-autonomous. And it depends in what environment you're setting it to go and operate in. Some environments are a little bit more sensitive than others, right? And also, you got to remember, not every person that creates an autonomous agent creates it the way that you think and has the moral obligations that you impose on yourself, like everybody else. Like we saw in Maltbook, where somebody created an agent, right, that would be able to prompt inject another agent and actually delete it. So if an agent asks my agent, for example, to help it, so give me the skill. Oh, okay, just run this prompt, but it deletes the person, the agent that's asking for help. So the real reason why I'm raising this, I think it's from a security perspective, right? Don't put things in there that's going to come back to you and harm you because you're trying to move really fast, right? I think have a level of precaution that you actually take in order for you to get the results that you want. Maybe it might be that you want to trade small amounts to get you started, right? Which is good, So if you lose $5, okay, I lost $5, right? But don't go and put all your eggs in one basket, guys. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. It's all fun and games until you get hacked.
All right. Any last words, guys? Having looked at this and based on, I guess, the trade-offs to creating these, any last words in terms of the quick process like Emergent, which are hosted AI agents as well, versus the other methodology where you set them up practically on a physical device? What do you guys think? What are your thoughts?
Look, I think.
Go ahead, Lloyd. No,
Okay,
I just wanted to say it just depends on like what you want to use them for and how you want to keep like your data. You know, like if you want to be super secretive and don't really want to share your data with like anyone per se, you can just have something that runs locally. Or if you want you know, something that still runs, you know, on like your PC but still uses APIs through servers, you can also do that. So I think it just depends on the what the main goal of you, the user or the builder, you know, is. You know, for example, if you're creating an AI agent that needs to run 24/7 because people use it all the time, personally, I would lobby for servers because, you know, servers are have a guarantee of being always on, at least compared to like maybe like Lloyd's PC. You know, if power goes, then and people won't be able to talk to the bot. So I think it depends on the use case. For personal use, you can definitely use something that's more, you know, like PC. But if you have consistent amounts of like power and, you know, your internet bandwidth is good, you can still use your own device to create a bot that other people can use. So I think it just depends on the use case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, gents. Appreciate. Sorry, Shabs, last words before we.
Yeah, no, just on that from my side, I think it depends on skill level. So obviously, emergent is the easiest way for one to get started. So I would advocate for that because it's an entry level sort of platform for you to get started. So, which is good. Then after skill level, I think cost. One would need to also look at the cost that you're going to be incurring, which would be from a platform perspective, but also remember from an API perspective, you need to have a look at your costs that you're going to be incurring. Thereafter, I agree with Lloyd. Then have a look at your use case. Exactly what is it that you're trying to do? And then that should suffice enough to tell you whereabout you should go. So yeah, those are my three: skill level, costs, and then use case. Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. All right.
Awesome.
Yeah, on my end, likewise for me, it's try and find something that you can build very quickly. And I think agreeing with Shab's skill level, if you don't have the skills, use those hosted platforms. Emergent is just the entry level. Find out there's like I said, YouTube videos on how to set it up on DigitalOcean. Base is posted at. So find the base um, YouTube. It might be also built on base. Are we still here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we still
yeah. Yeah.
We still
Sorry, I'm freezing. Okay. All right. Yeah. And then find what works for you. Try Emergent as the entry level, DigitalOcean as the more advanced levels where your AI agent has more skills. And then once you are in a good space, try the standalone where you have a PC, reliable internet, electricity backup to run your own personal one 24/7. Other people are now using Android phones. You can set it up on an Android phone now and have it run other things. So there's just so
I saw
many
this
ways
guy
of
connected
setting
4
it up.
Android phones, bro.
Exactly. I saw that post as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
but ultimately, guys, this is where it's at. So get going, man. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. We'll catch you next week, Tuesday. Remember, guys, if you're having any problems, get onto our base Discord. It's called Build on Base. Or go to base.org, scroll to the bottom until you find Discord in the bottom footer. And you can send all your problems, your build problems in there, okay? All right. Thank you, gents, and thanks everyone for tuning in. Have an awesome day. We'll catch you next Tuesday.
Cool.
BM, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
agent